Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to City Hall and tonight's City Council meeting and Committee of the Whole meeting. Our City Council meeting is called to order, and I kindly ask our City Clerk to please take the roll call.
Bruno.
Here.
Burkhardt is out. Ruby.
Here.
Caven.
Here.
Gilbert. Here. Kasrag.
Here.
Malaja.
Here.
Marks is out. Mayor.
Here.
Swanson.
Here. Alderman Marks, ladies and gentlemen, is visiting his new grandchild, and Alderwoman, Burghardt and her husband and daughter Hannah are taking a, ready for this, Rust Belt tour. They're heading to Cleveland and Pittsburgh. That's the email I got, right, Mike? Yeah, exactly, so pretty cool. We begin our City Council meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. I'd like to ask Lieutenant Scott Anderson to please lead us in the pledge. Thank you, sir. Our first order of business, folks, is indeed to administer the oath to Scott Anderson. But because the lieutenant granted me a moment of personal privilege, I would like to recognize a gentleman, and forgive me for not being able to see that far, but I know retired Lieutenant Loomis is here. For those of you who are unaware, last week, the fire department hosted a walkout ceremony, which is a tradition, a long-standing tradition in the fire department for Lieutenant Loomis. I like to round up, particularly when someone has served with such distinction, dedication, and honor, 32 years with the city of Geneva. Of course, your lovely wife is with us as well. It was a lovely event last week. They celebrated not only with the commemoration of his time, but also the next day, a wedding with Max, right? Max was married? So, ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant Loomis is with us tonight to present the helmet to his successor, Lieutenant Anderson. I just wanted to take a moment to recognize Todd, my friend and a friend of our community. So, Todd, welcome.
Thanks, Scott.
Thank you. Okay, Anderson. Before we administer oath, come to the podium, please, because I know you have a family here.
Family here, yes.
Yes, city attorney. They were illegally gathered on the front lawn prior to the meeting. So, Scott, the floor is yours. You want to introduce all your family?
Sure. I'll start with my lovely wife, Katie.
Hi, Katie.
My oldest son, Jake.
Now hold on. Jake is studying criminal justice at Illinois State.
Correct.
And ultimately, you want to do what?
Go into the FBI.
Oh. First question, what happened to the hand?
Oh, nothing. Just got the mask around it.
Oh, okay, good Lord, I thought. Sounds more like CIA, doesn't it? It's like, okay, welcome, sir.
My other son, Owen.
Owen is a recent graduate of St. Charles North. This kid's 18 years old. He's joining the Navy and training to be a Navy SEAL. I heard you talking outside on the lawn saying you just worked out for the first time in 7 years. Is that right?
I don't know about that.
And when do you actually, if I may, ship out?
October 5th.
And where are you training?
Oh, first I'll go to Great Lakes.
Okay.
For basic.
Yeah. And then off maybe San Diego or?
Coronado, yes.
Oh, tough gig, man. Wow.
He's turned our whole house into, his workout zone. So
Is that right?
for a year now, but
Yeah.
I think it's paying off.
So a whole family of servants. That's pretty cool, man.
I got to mention my lovely daughter here, Lainey.
And Laney's going to be a sophomore at St. Charles East.
Yeah.
Right, Laney? And as you indicated, you're really the talent of the family.
Yep.
Any idea what you want to do later in life?
No, I don't know.
Good. You have plenty of time to figure that out. Yeah. Try the FBI. They apparently,
Maybe.
maybe. I like it.
And then I have my mom, Rhonda, over here.
Yay, Mom. How are you, Mom?
Good.
And where do you make your home, Mom?
St. Charles, 17th Street.
Oh, yeah. Very nice.
And my sister, Tammy.
Hi, Tammy. And where's home for you, Tammy?
I'm in Elburn.
Elburn? Not familiar.
And then Max, wherever Max is, my nephew Max.
Oh, yeah, nephew Max, who also works at the firehouse. How long you been with us, Max?
Not very long.
Would you care to be more accurate? Seriously, a couple months? And is he your favorite uncle?
Yeah.
Thanks, Max.
He is now, yeah. Wow.
And of course, I can't forget about my big family, the firehouse. So
Absolutely.
every third day, it's always fun. So, yeah,
Well, it's a big night.
it is.
If you're ready, Lieutenant,
Yeah, I'm ready.
our city clerk's going to administer the oath. You are welcome to invite anyone you'd like to join you while you
Come on,
take the
Ben.
oath. So, and we will capture some nice photographs for you for the police department.
Okay, thank you. We're not mugging.
Any
Would you like to test the screen?
Yeah, over here on the screen, then whatever way you prefer to face, the clerk might assist, and we'll get out of your way back here, so. And Anderson family, just so you know, there are two cameras, or actually one camera, right in front of you there at the ceiling, so you are actually facing the cameras, that's good.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Scott Anderson,
I, Scott Anderson,
having been promoted to the position of fire lieutenant
have been promoted to the position of fire lieutenant
in the city of Geneva, county of Kane, aforesaid,
in the city of Geneva, county of Kane, aforesaid,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
the Geneva Code of Ordinances,
the Geneva Code of Ordinances,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the position of fire lieutenant
of the position of fire lieutenant
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
These photos will be posted on every fire truck.
Thanks, everybody, for coming.
Scott, we got a piece of paperwork for you here. You need to sign.
Lieutenant, how long have you been with us, Geneva?
26 years.
26 years. Your family is fantastic. And congratulations, and thank you very much. Everyone except for nephew Matt can leave. Look at that little guy. He's 7 months old.
Really?
Isn't that amazing? He's got a flannel shirt and jeans on. It's like- Excuse me, item 4, amendments to the agenda. Are there any amendments this evening? Item 5 is the omnibus agenda. All items marked with an asterisk are considered to be routine and can be considered and acted upon with one motion.
So moved.
Motion by Alderman Swanson.
Second.
Seconded by Alderman Bruno. Any questions or comments at all regarding the omnibus agenda? If not, Mr. Clerk, please take the roll.
Ruby.
Aye.
Caven.
Aye.
Kilberg.
Aye.
Kosrog.
Aye.
Maladra.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Bruno.
Aye.
The omnibus agenda has been approved with a vote of 8 in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and 2 absent. Item number 9A. Consider approval of addendum to the Geneva Chamber of Commerce Swedish Days special event application. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Alderman
Second.
Bruno makes the motion. Alderman Caven makes the second. Is there anything, Stephanie, you'd like to add?
No, again, all of the changes or the additions are in the packet. One was to accommodate the Kane County Health Department COVID vaccine site, and then some not-for-profit food vendors with their water and electric needs, but it's all outlined in the packet this evening.
Any questions or comments from the dais? Mr. Clerk, please take the roll.
Caven.
Aye.
Kilberg.
Aye.
Kosrog.
Aye.
Maladra.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Bruno.
Aye.
Ruby.
Aye.
With 8 in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and 2 absent, item 9A has been approved. We skip to number 10, municipal bills for payment. We kindly ask our clerk to read the bills in their aggregate for our consideration.
Total bills are $3,994,426.78.
Mayor, I move that we approve and pay the bills as read. The individual items that add up to that amount can be found in tonight's city council packet on the city website.
Alderman Bruno makes the motion to pay the bills as presented, which are available on the city's website and available in the council members' packet. Is there a second? Seconded by Alderman Kasserag. Too quick. Any questions or comments? Mr. Clerk?
Kilberg.
Aye.
Kosrog.
Aye.
Maladra.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Bruno.
Aye.
Ruby.
Aye.
Caven.
Aye.
The municipal bills for payment have been approved with 8 affirmative votes, 0 nay votes, and 2 absent. Folks, we skip down to item 12. 12A is to consider ordinance number 2021-10, amending Title 4, Chapter 2, Liquor Control Section 4-2-13, adding one Class B-3 liquor license and one Class D, as in David-8 liquor license for Rookies 6-Geneva LLC. How's that for a mouthful? Is there a motion?
So.
Kasserag makes the motion. Alderman Maladra makes the second. Stephanie, anything you'd like to add?
It's all pretty much there in the agenda item, but I would note that I think Bob Karras is here this evening, who is the applicant, and this would be for the former Chelios Pub site at the Fox Valley Ice Arena. And if approved tonight, these licenses would be issued once they receive their occupancy permit, so.
Any questions or comments from Mr. Karras?
I actually did have one question, if I could.
Oh, come on up to the podium, sir.
There is, reading through the previous license with Chelios,
Yes.
the ordinance for our the extended sale of the liquors through the Chicago Steel. The question I had is it just, as you guys have an ordinance where it's just restricted to the steel if we were to serve alcohol out of our snack bar, if it was in a designated area?
I believe that's the regulation of the Forest Preserve District, correct? But we can certainly check on that, and either myself or Stephanie or Jean can get back to you right away.
Okay. I just sent an email. So everything looks good. That was the only question we had, is like during normal operating hours, we could serve canned beer in our snack bar area, so. And according to the license now, it's written differently.
Okay. With that query, anyone on the council have any questions? Yes, Alderman Kasserag.
Simple question, just what is a D2 liquor license?
We knew you were going to ask us that. It's a
I haven't tried to find it myself, so I can
ability
answer
to
my own
sell
question. I
beer or
couldn't.
liquor that starts with the letter D.
I actually believe it has to do with the event license
does.
with the Chicago Steel.
Oh, okay, so during events.
And the Kane County Forest Preserve works with rookies to identify those spaces within that facility where it can be sold. That's their bailiwick, not ours.
Gotcha.
So,
If we're confident on that, I'm good.
And the Steel had a heck of a season this year.
They did, they won the Clark
National-
Cup, yep.
Yeah, national champions again. Pretty cool.
They got a good program.
They do have a good program.
Good for the city too, they're working on their lease renewal for the next 20 years, so.
Yeah, and that's something.
Yeah, so the D8 is the Forest Preserve license for the ice arena. And then did you also want to know what the,
D2? D2 was the more, sorry. I thought D2 was the more, there was only one other license in the city, according
they
to
have
the.
a B3 or D8 are the two that we're
D8, sorry
approving. The
about that.
D8 is the Kane County license for the Fox Valley Ice Arena. And then the B3 is your regular restaurant liquor license for restaurants with cocktail lounge licenses.
So presumably the other one would be the Cougars? It said one was already existing?
No. Well, it wouldn't be the Cougars because that's not in the city
It's
limits,
not annexed in.
so that's not here.
That's all right. Thank you.
Anyone else? We have a motion, we have a second.
Settlers Hill, I think, for the golf course.
Mr. Clerk, whenever you're ready and thirsty, please take the roll.
Castrog.
Aye.
Maladra.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Bruno.
Aye.
Ruby.
Aye.
Haben.
Aye.
Kilberg.
Aye.
With 8 in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and 2 absent, we have approved your liquor license request, and we will get that information to you ASAP.
I look
Okay.
forward to paying many taxes to the city of Geneva.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Item 12B, folks, consider resolution number 2021-52, extending outdoor seating options for restaurants and bars on public and private property through December 31st, 2021. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Bruno makes the motion, Swanson makes the second. Any additional information anyone requires other than what's already included in your packet as provided by our professional staff? Alderman Bruno, sir.
And thank you for your reply to an email, but I brought up a point about plowing and, if there's seating next to a plowable space, how that works, but Public Works is comfortable with how we've handled snow, and it doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, we did this last year. The reason, just for clarification, the reason we're having the extending it through December 31st is to coincide with the state liquor licenses. But also, if the weather turns to be really nice on November 15th and we said it expired on October 31st, we would be right back here asking you to do the exact same thing. So part of the agreement is that they have to keep pedestrian areas free so that there can be ingress and egress, and work with us when it comes to snow plowing or those things. If you recall, last year, we really didn't get snow until after the first of the year. I think we had one early storm and that was it, so.
And knock on wood that,
Same with thunderstorms or severe weather, same thing.
well, and any other type of, holy, like a COVID 2021 relapse or something, that we don't have to, that this will be a hard end to this probably, because we'll be.
This is a hard end because we won't have the authority to do it beyond that date.
Thank you.
Alderman Caven, sir.
Thank you. So I know this is for public and private property. Does this extend to like the city of Geneva, like the public parking, like parking lots as well? I'm thinking of one specific location, but I know last year there was a city parking lot that was used as outdoor seating space, and I've noticed that that hasn't transpired yet to this point. Is that potentially being closed again as well this year?
If we're thinking of the same place, yes, that hasn't been done yet because they didn't apply until last week, and until we knew whether it was going to be extended beyond this Saturday, we didn't see a need to approve it. But so that everybody knows, again, it's in the packet, but if it's abutting another business, they have to get that other business's authorization before they can set up.
Okay,
So we should not have some of the issues we had last year.
thank you.
And just for the sake of clarity, we're talking Ale House in the 4th Street lot? Yeah, exactly. And of course, this also applies to right-of-way. So our friends Del Barrio and our friends at Nobel House and others who benefit from the right-of-way being used, so.
And I would note, in case everybody's listening, they do have, most have already applied, and they'll still have a license that they will have to execute once we take action this evening. But it's not like, it's just, there are steps you have to take to be able to utilize public space.
Yeah, no, I was certain that there was, and I noticed that most places who I believe were going to do that already have, they already have things set up for several weeks already now. I just hadn't seen anything at that specific location, so was the question.
Anyone else? Mr. Clerk, please take the roll.
Maladra.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Bruno.
Aye.
Ruby.
Aye.
Caven.
Aye.
Kilberg.
Aye.
Kasserag.
Aye.
With a vote of 8 in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and 2 absent, item 12B has been adopted. Item 12C, folks, consider resolution number 2021-53, authorizing fiscal year 2020-2021 budget amendments. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Alderman Bruno makes the motion. Alderwoman Ruby makes the second. Ms. Dawkins, anything else to add that's not already in the packet?
Again, it's all in the packet. This is a standard operating that we do at the end of the fiscal year to kind of just make sure everything's all tight and cleaned up. But if you do have specific questions, Finance Director Cruz is on the line this evening to answer any of those.
Any questions or comments for our Finance Director, Rita Cruz? Seeing none and sensing none, Mr. Clerk, please take the roll.
Mayor.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Bruno.
Aye.
Ruby.
Aye.
Caven.
Aye.
Kilberg.
Aye.
Kasserag.
Aye.
Maladra.
Aye.
With a vote of 8 in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and 2 absent, the budget amendments as recommended have been adopted. Public comment and new business. Anyone joining us here in the audience? Any comments, questions you have for the council? I would kindly ask our Assistant City Administrator, Mr. McCready. Anyone joining us who would like to speak?
No one is raising their hand online at this time, Mayor.
Okay. Ms. Dawkins, anything to read into the record?
No, sir.
Mayor, I will note we do have someone raising their hand.
Very well. The floor is yours, Ben, to take control.
Mr. Chris Boehner, I'm going to unmute your microphone.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, hi, thank you. This is Chris Bonner. I'm speaking tonight to make a statement from the June 7th City Council meeting. First and foremost, aldermen sitting up there, I'd like to thank all of you for your service. I know you all have full-time jobs, and this is you do this for us residents and to make this town better. So I appreciate that. So thank you. But the reason I'm talking tonight is there was a couple comments made about me on the June 7th meeting. The first comment was, I think it was from the mayor who said, Mr. Boehner, but it was Mr. Bonner. Mr. Boehner has said multiple times that for the Emma's Landing, Mr. Boehner has authored and made several statements on the record that he's going to dig into city councilmen for phase 2. True. What I did say, can you guys still hear me? Can you still hear me?
Yes, we can.
What was the last thing you heard? I apologize. I got another call. I apologize. Anyways, I'll start over. I apologize. But anyways, my name's Chris Bonner. I'm talking to you tonight. And first and foremost, I'd like to thank all the aldermen for being on, for serving for the city of Geneva. I know you all have full-time jobs. and you do this out of the kindness of your hearts and to make this city a better city, and I appreciate that, so thank you. But the reason I'm talking to you tonight is for a couple of reasons. Number one, on the June 7th meeting, there was a comment from the mayor who said, Mr. Boehner has authored several emails and several statements saying, I quote, Mr. Boehner is in phase 2, he's going to dig up dirt on the city councilman. And that's not what I said. That was not the truth. In fact, I have the email in front of me, and I said, phase 2 of our, I did author an email. I'll admit that. I authored an email, and the email was to several, parties in Sterling Manor neighborhood who, felt they weren't getting enough information about this Emma's Landings property. And the email was for those residents who wanted to donate money to the GoFundMe to hire the attorney, which we hired. And, when we hired the attorney, the first thing for the attorney was to see if the city of Geneva was doing everything properly for this property, which was true. But number 2, for phase 2 of the property, in the email, I said, phase 2, we will dig in to public officials who have been in this, in this process for all of this Emma's Landing proposed property. I never said we're going to dig into city council members. I never said that, but I want to make something clear. When you say digging in, the actual definition of digging in it's a phrasal verb, and it means if you say someone is digging in, you mean they are not changing their mind or they're not weakening their efforts, although they might be losing a contest or facing difficult problems. That's all we meant. I like this city. I pay my taxes. I pay my bills on time. And I appreciate everything that all you aldermen are doing on this stage tonight. So I appreciate that. That's all the comments I had. So thank you and have a great night.
Anyone else, Mr. McCready?
No one else online at this time.
New business. Any member of the city council? Oh, Alderman Cosroy.
I just wanted to send, on behalf of the city, the regrets to the city of Woodridge and Naperville for the tornado they experienced last night. I know I heard our sirens going off, I believe from Western Avenue School, and sounds like quite a tragedy out there, and just wanted to acknowledge it and let them know that we're thinking about them. Thank you.
Anyone else? If not, a motion to adjourn this council meeting would be in order. Alderman Mayor makes the motion. All in favor of adjourning the city council meeting, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Take just 30 seconds to transfer over to the committee of the whole meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's committee of the whole meeting is called to order. Let the record show that we have all the aldermen, save for Alderman Burghardt and Alderman Marks, joining us tonight here in the chamber. Item 2, approved committee of the whole minutes from June 7, 2021. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Bruno, seconded by Kilberg, or motion by Kilberg, seconded by Bruno, whatever you choose. I like that. That's good.
Need to move this along.
I'm with you, clerk. All in favor of approving the minutes, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? The minutes have been approved with 8 affirmative votes, 2 absent. Items of business, 3A, consider approval of draft resolution adopting the Illinois Department of Transportation Form BLR 14220 for maintenance under the Illinois Highway Code. Is there a motion?
Not from me.
Alderman Mayor makes the motion. Second by Alderman Maladra. Ms. Dawkins.
Okay, so this is an annual event, so we have the requisite annual IDOT forms that allow the city to utilize the motor fuel tax funds for routine annual street maintenance operations, which includes things like street lighting, snow and ice control, pavement patching, et cetera. Again, it's an annual housekeeping matter, but if you have any questions, we do have Director Babica on the line to answer those for you.
Any questions or comments for Director Babica? Seeing none? Sensing none? All in favor of this item, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, please say nay. The motion is advanced to the council with a vote of 8 in the affirmative and 2 absent. Item 4, good lord, look at that already. Public comment. Anyone joining us? Chief? Did you get some rest last night? No wonder you're still sitting down, right? New business from the dais. Without objection, ladies and gentlemen, I'll entertain a motion for closed session on collective negotiating matters between the public body and its employees, or their representatives. Motion by Alderman Kasserag. Seconded by Alderwoman Ruby. Any questions or comments as to the nature of this closed session? A roll call vote to go into closed session would be in order.
Bruno.
Aye.
Ruby.
Aye.
Caven.
Aye.
Kilberg.
Aye.
Kasserag.
Aye.
Maladra.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Anyone not joining us tonight for the express purpose of the closed session discussion, we kindly ask that you leave the building until such time as we welcome you back. Is there a motion, ladies and gentlemen, to return to open session?
So moved.
Motion by Alderman Kasserag. Seconded by Alderman Swanson. Whenever the clerk is ready, a roll call is in order. Of course. Kasserag and Swanson.
Bruno.
Aye.
Ruby.
Aye.
Caven.
Aye.
Kilberg.
Aye.
Kasserag.
Aye.
Maladra.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
We are in open session, ladies and gentlemen. Anything else for the benefit of this body and/or the community?
Just remind everybody, our next meeting is on a Tuesday because of the 4th of July holiday.
Mr. Kilberg?
I was appointed to Tri-City City Ambulance, and Robert Swanson and I both serve on that committee. And I just thought I'd give you just an overview of the results of that meeting. Maybe Bob will have a comment or two that he'd like to share as well. I guess the primary topic of discussion as it relates to really staffing EMTs through Tri-City and some of the challenges that the agency that handles that for the 3 cities, for Batavia, Geneva, and St. Charles are currently dealing with. And one of the obvious issues as it relates to it is salaries. And the challenge is good people that are well-trained and on those ambulance calls. And what happens is the progression is that a lot of people with the training will then go on to become a firefighter after they've served as an EMT for a period of time. Their objective, their career path normally is to become a firefighter. So a lot of times we're dealing with newer employees in those roles. And it's a challenge. And the administration, as it relates to these employees, although the agency handles all the salary piece and the hiring, is the management falls back on our fire departments and our chief and his staff. And keeping good people in place is important, and probably over the next 2 or 3 years, we're going to be probably needing to take a look at their salary package. And again, it's not, it shows up in a different way than what we've discussed earlier this evening, but it's something that's looming out there, and I just wanted to make you aware of it, that I think we all want capable people responding to fires. And I think when you're having a heart attack or stroke, I think we all want capable people responding when there's an emergency and our health's at stake. So I I think that was the gist of it. Bob, if you'd have anything you might want to add, I think it's good that you hear what's happening at these committee meetings.
I think it's important for everyone to know that we contract out for the paramedic services, and the salary is paid by the firm that hires them. So we're working with that firm to look at the pay structure. So it's not something that the city of Geneva decides on. This is TCA, the Tri-Cities ambulance, but they're working on it.
But it's something that's brewing.
It is, it is. And the impact on the contributions of the cities is TBD. We don't know what that will be at the moment. So, thank you.
That's all I had. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? If not, a motion to adjourn is in order. Alderman Swanson makes the motion. All in favor? Good thing you're not here, Sandak. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned from the Committee of the Whole meeting. Be safe, everyone.